Good afternoon, Twitch TV, and welcome to our Tuesday playtest. My name's Andy Belford.
And I'm Pluto. I'm Brad Pluto Ramey.
Hey, how you guys doing? How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
You doing all right?
Okay. Yeah.
Doing,
yeah. I feel like I have stuff in my teeth because I ate like a salad earlier, and I feel like, am I good?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. I'm like, I had that.
Take a look. Take a look.
You seem to be relatively fine. Yeah,
you look good.
Nothing that's okay. Good, right on, outstanding. Well, welcome to another Tuesday playtest for Dawngate. We are Waystone Games actually, and the makers of Dawngate. So I need to hide this thing; it always distracts.
I know you try to watch yourself in the camera.
Well, it's like you can't help.
Do I look pretty? Do I look pretty?
You can't help. You can't help. You can't help it at all.
That's true.
So we're going to be doing playing in our development playtest today. The servers aren't open. This is just our internal test. We actually play the game every single day. We test it every day, and every Tuesday and Thursday we like to get on here on the stream and actually share the playtest with you guys. So you've been pretty busy already this week. You're working on some notes and some stuff.
Some notes of the patch variety.
Oh, the patch variety, yeah.
So all things held constant. If the patch comes out, it's going to be a good one.
I think it's going
to be a nice patch.
I think it's a good reason to log in. That's what I would say.
I would definitely say so. There's some cool, of course we always have quality of life improvements just to make the game more accessible, better for the players.
Absolutely.
We have, the Shaper you've been teasing. We may have a new guy coming into the fray, which will be really exciting, and some other changes here and there.
This is true. It should be a lot of fun. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for a very special community catch-up at 11 a.m. Pacific. That is 8 p.m. Central European Summer Time. All things moving forward solidly. We should have some fun things to share with you guys tomorrow. And aside from that, we are currently waiting for a couple more folks to log into the game so we can get started. I'm actually going to be playing today in the playtest. I get to do this once in a while, probably like once every 3 or 4 weeks. I get to play, and then you get to play.
We have to play every once in a while just to show them that we're not terrible.
Yes.
We're not just community managers. We're not just here because we can talk to the community and interact with them. We're also decent at the game.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not you, but
wow,
I'm okay.
Thanks. No, this is actually true. I'm in no way, shape, or form as pro as this guy. Although I do have a soul, so that plates me.
Wow, that hurts.
Yeah, well,
Actually, it doesn't because I don't have a soul.
You don't have a soul, so it's like whatever. It's a ginger joke.
It's a ginger thing.
It's a
ginger thing.
Ginger, red hair. Anyways, is it true what they say about redheads?
That we don't have souls? That we are more tolerant to pain? I don't know what you're leading to.
That you don't burn when they put you in fire? I'm not sure what. I really don't know.
We may not burn when we're put in the fire, but we sure as hell burn when we're put in the sun.
This is true.
Oh God, it's bad. I was actually having a conversation with my carpool ride today because it's a kind of a cloudy, overcast day, and I was like, those are the days that get you the most because you think, oh, I don't need sunscreen. But as soon as you say I don't need sunscreen, you know it's going to be a bad day. And I burn like a lobster, and it's not good.
You must, hi. I just told the entire lobby what I plan on playing. That's okay, though.
Well, you plan on playing Hunter.
I do plan on playing
Which is
Hunter.
kind of your go-to role. You enjoy it.
That is my normal thing that I play. So I think we're going to get going here, though. So what do you say? Do we have a goal for me today?
As a Hunter, just assists.
Assists. Okay.
I'll say that. I mean, that's my recommendation.
Okay. Are we gonna do what are we gonna do? Key per assist, or are we gonna do maybe set a goal and do like a 200 use multi-use key?
You know what's interesting? We could set a goal for that.
Yeah.
What kind of threshold would you like to break to give away a 200 multi-use key?
Let me see here. Well, we need to get above 200 viewers in the audience. That's for sure.
Well. We've met that.
How about a combination of 10 assists/kills as a...
Okay, so if you get 5 kills, 5 assists, boom, that's 200 use key.
Yeah,
okay,
I think that's
okay.
I think that's
any
fair.
combination that adds up to 10.
Any combination that adds up to 10.
Okay.
If I can hit that. So if I'm gonna do that, I'm probably gonna need to go one of my stronger characters, which is gonna be Kel.
The sheep tosser.
The sheep tosser. Yes, that's correct.
I gotta say, I hope you can make up for your bad performance the other day, because you played Kel the other day in the closed beta event, and it was not pretty.
Well, no, it was not pretty. We had, but I would say there were some extenuating circumstances with that one. So
Yeah, I suppose there was.
Okay.
But this time, it's all devs. It's all internal.
Yep.
I think you got a good shot.
All right, so let's go ahead and give this a shot. Give this a shot here, and let's fire it up.
Let's go.
All righty. Let's see if everybody's ready there. Alrighty, always we're ready to go. All right, folks.
Someone's saying if you get a total of 20 kills and assists, we should give away a 500 use key.
Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves there. Let's see what we got going on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. So as many of you guys may know, the Dawngate, we do have the role system, which basically affects how you earn currency in game, or VIM as we like to call it. I personally am more inclined to be jungle, so that's the hunter role. And a hunter, as a hunter, you focus on killing jungle creatures. And in just a second here, I'll actually show you guys what our... I'm going to go ahead and lock them in. So as a hunter, I do 10% more damage to jungle creatures. When I kill a jungle creature, I will heal for 5% of the creature's maximum health, so it's that sustain. And then when you kill a jungle creature, there's a 25% chance you gain bonus Vim, so it's that late game utility for currency. So my loadout that I usually like to do is going to be Force Bubble, just because I like that additional survivability. Although I've been playing with the idea of Resonance lately as a jungler. I think in this case, though, I'm going to stick with the Force Bubble. The main reason I go Force Bubble instead of Adventurer on Kel is because with Kel, you don't really need that additional movement.
He's already super mobile.
He's very, very mobile, so yeah.
I've never seen a fat guy move that fast.
I'm telling you, unless there's cake on the other side. I can say that. I'm fat. Oh, diabetes. Anyways, yes, Gasty has played. That's absolutely correct that Gasty has played Freya on the stream before. I personally am not an outstanding Freya player yet. I will get there. Freya is actually one of our most difficult. Yeah. Like, she has the highest skill cap on her, just because she's got that secondary effect on her rage.
She has an interesting resource mechanic. Interesting resource management therein. If you know how to play her, though, super fun.
Super effective.
I can play her pretty effectively as a hunter.
Yep.
She obviously strives in the hunter or predator role because her key thing is gaining that rage, because she's the rage shaper.
That's
so
correct.
Getting up to 100 rage when you come out for a gank allows you to perform 2 of your secondary activations, which your Q secondary activation deals a ton of damage, and your E secondary activation is a hard stun. So it's really, really nice to be able to sit in jungle, get up that 100 rage, and come out for a gank.
Yep.
I was reading a post on the forums actually the other day about a guy that was talking about how he was struggling as Freya in lane, and I kind of gave him the advice to try her in the jungle, see how she does there, because it's pretty effective.
Absolutely. All right, so one of the things that I always do, if I'm Hunter, I usually will take Vanquish first, which basically just gives me that true damage buff. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to do something different than I normally do. I'm going to start out in mid, probably, well, depending upon where things go. However, I am going to wait until folks show up. I'm gonna also check my key bindings really quickly here. Okay, good. Everything's set to smart cast. Excuse me. I'm gonna wait until I see whether or not they invade, though, before setting my before choosing my first ability. If they decide to invade, more than likely I will. Oh, and there they are right there.
Spotted by a ward, very nice.
Yes.
And the cool thing about Kel, because of his mobility, if you happen to take Q, he can go over those short walls that you see kind of around the parasite. So, not in a lot of danger here for not having Flash and already having taken Vanquish.
Blink.
Or Blink, I'm sorry.
Yep.
It's always a slip.
So our team is they're pressuring us pretty hard right now. I don't know if they're just trying to show off because they know that we're on stream or not.
Yes, Smartcast or no Smartcast. We do have Smartcast in our game, and a lot of us in the development team, I was kind of surprised, use Smartcast.
Yeah, I think most of us use Smartcast, actually. Personally, I didn't even know Smartcast existed for like the first 6 months that I was playing MOBAs.
Really?
Specifically in League. Like, I had no idea. And once I started playing with Smartcast, it was like a whole new world just opened up to me. All right, looks like they fell back there, so I'm going to go ahead and... Well, no, Big Friday's getting a little froggy here.
A little antsy.
A little antsy. Looks like they think that they're gonna go in on us. That's okay. That's fine.
So what you just saw, that jungle mob did in fact leash back to his original position. A lot of people ask from the Dota side of things, is there stacking, which is jungle stacking, which means you can pull camps pretty much anywhere on the map.
Right.
We do not have that mechanic, so if you get a certain distance away from the original camp, the jungle mob will go back to its original position.
Although it feels like we have a little bit more give on our on our jungle mobs.
That's true. That's true. It's not a very, very tight leash. It's kind of loose.
A little bit looser, yeah.
And you can see, going into this brush right here is going to help you. If Moya or, I don't even know who the enemy jungler is, comes around, she can't see into that brush, and she'll think you already took it and hopefully just kind of leave you alone. But
all right, so I'm actually going to go with my E first because I think I'm relatively safe right now. Just to give me that additional AoE damage. You'll notice that I did take my W first, and that's generally speaking what I want to level up the fastest, just because of the amount of damage that the W does to a large group of creatures. That, and it does have a relatively low cooldown, in addition to having, I believe, a silent or slow effect on it.
Very high slow. It's one of those really high slows at the beginning that deteriorates quickly over time.
Right.
So it's really good initial slow.
So basically I'm trying to power to level 3, and then I'm going to take my Q and maybe see if I can't get a gank going.
What does he have his Smartcast bound to? Just QWER.
QWER, yeah.
By default, if you haven't rebound them, it is going to be Shift QWER for Smartcast, and then QWER is going to be the normal kind of show indicators, and then double click for a spell.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start showing you guys Q. Q is an extremely useful ability because it has, looks like we got first blood on Big Friday there. Q is an extremely useful ability though because it has that double damage component to it, so you can Q through the mobs and then come back through again, damaging them on the way through. And it looks like my Vanquish is back up again, so I'm going to be able to, there we go. So now I have a double buff. I'm going to go ahead, I've already used up my potions. It looks like most of the lanes of my teammates are pretty well in check right now. I'm going to go ahead and keep leveling that W, just to give me that extra damage. And I'm trying to kite the mobs around just to give myself a little bit of damage mitigation, more or less. So I'm going to go over here. I think that their jungler is a Volek. Yes, it is Volek, which means he's going to have a considerable amount of lifesteal and sustain. And early on, he's going to have a lot more lifesteal and sustain than me. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm actually going to just harass their economy lines a little bit.
Which is something that's super effective that when I play in the closed beta events, not everyone tends to do. If they see that Spirit Well's locked, they don't go for it. They say, whatever, there's no point in it. But there's a very big point, because if you're able to effectively harass while you're pushed up, like for example, the bottom lane for Andy here is pushed up to the binding. If they use that time to wait for the wave to push back on their side, they could harass the creep not creep line. They could harass the worker line at the Spirit Wells, effectively negating the utility of the Spirit Well. If there's no workers, the Spirit Well is moot. They respawn fairly quickly, but if it's locked, the best thing you can do is just negate it, and that's what I think a lot of players don't understand. So pro tip, be sure to harass the economy lines. It's very important.
So I'm looking up here, and they're calling for a gank on this. I'm at half health right now, but I think I can do this. Oop. That was too fast on the double tap. That's okay though. I still think.
Oh, she flashed away.
She used her blink. That's all right. We managed to get the blink out. That's worth it.
Someone's asking, how many of those hats do you own?
At last count, over 20.
Over 20. Wow.
Over 20.
This one looks very breathable. And it's like
it is. It's It's one of the more breathable ones. I probably should not have gone back so early, but I'm going to go ahead and, since I'm here anyways, I'm going to restock on potions and pick up a life. The reason I say that is because generally speaking, I like to wait until I can afford Pride and do a rush Pride, because everybody knows if you get glory, you win the game. So. Not true.
It's a very, very strong item.
It is a very strong item.
It's a very strong and cost-efficient item.
Yes, it is.
It's not that's the thing. I feel like a lot of defensive items are very, very
very expensive.
Very expensive. But then again, there's no real super cheap offensive items either. So I think players and shapers, as they go through the game, stay on a pretty even keel. Unless one gets like super fed and super ahead. Okay, so I do have my my ult now, which basically means I can set up for an extremely strong gank at the moment. And of course, this is what I thought would happen. It looks like I've been counter jungled by my opponent,
In fact, he's counter jungled quite a bit of my mobs.
Dastardly Volek.
That's okay. That's what I would expect.
Oh,
and he took the money pigs.
Oh, no.
That was my own fault for not taking the money pigs. So I'm gonna basically make this lane right here just make a decision if they want to save their spirit well or if they want to save their tower. So if they come after me, depending upon where the jungler is too, which if hopefully Mars isn't watching the stream while playing.
Hope he's got more honor than that.
I think he does. Looks like Big Friday's gonna...
They're closing on you.
They're closing on me. Yeah, they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of some of my mobility in just a second here. Well, never mind. I don't need to.
Go in for that.
I'm going to go in for that. I'm going to ult.
Boom!
Boom. There we go.
See ya, nerd.
All right, and then we're going to be able to take this guy on. Nope. Will is smartly. Big Friday is intelligently moving back and away. Okay, here comes... This is what I figured was going to happen. But I'm going to get away from that. I'm going to pop a potion.
Nice.
I'm still going to be dead, I think. Oh, that was not good. Yep, okay. That's unfortunate.
That's a slight waste of Volek ulti, though.
That is a slight waste of a Volek ulti, especially with only one person. That's okay, though. So I'm almost good enough to get my pride. I think I'm going to hold off for that, though, just because I do want my pride. These guys aren't going to really be able to make anything out of this. They might go and try and go for this Spirit Well right here. In fact, it looks like they're making a play for it. And hopefully I can respawn and get there. No, it does not look like that's going to happen. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, actually. We're going to give this one up, it looks like. These guys might be able to slow them down on it, but I don't think that's going to happen. So since these guys are pressuring this lane so well right now, in fact, look at that, I'm actually going to go for this bottom Spirit Well, because it appears that is the better choice right now for me. In fact, my team is heading there as well right now, which is... There we go. So while they do that, I don't think they're going to have any sort of... Missed that last toss. There we go. I don't think they're going to have any sort of opposition with that. So I'm going to go ahead and keep pushing this lane. And in fact, since they're there, I'm going to help push this tower down, this binding down really quickly. You can tell our bindings. I don't have a whole lot of damage right now, so the binding's taking a little bit longer to go down than it would if you were built a little bit better. And hello, Mr. Volek.
Nissa is very low.
Nissa is very low, and I think that she should probably fall back a little bit. I will have my ult in just a moment, which means that Volek should have his shortly thereafter, because I believe they're on a similar cooldown.
One thing I want to point out that that Big Friday did so effectively up at that top Spirit Well fight is that a lot of people are under the impression that the only way to stop a Spirit Well from being capped is to stand on the Spirit Well yourself. However, the mechanic is such that you just have to deal damage to the enemy person standing on your Spirit Well to stop the kind of cap animation for a few seconds. So what he was doing was he was harassing with his grasp, his E ability, and whenever it dealt damage to you, the Spirit Well was stopped being captured for a few seconds. He doesn't have to put himself in harm and stand on the Spirit Well with you. He just has to harass you with long-range spells and abilities.
I need to get away. Oh, and that ulti. That's all right. I still got the assist out of that. Which is kind of what I was going for. Unfortunately, their Gladiator did get the kill, but he has to fall back quite a bit now. Their Gladiator Nissa, and our team basically is owning this lane at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead. I can actually go straight into Glory, which is always a good choice, especially if you're a tank, I should say. And while I'm here, I'm going to pick up a couple of potions. I'm going to pick up 3 potions at the moment. Looks like our top lane is pushing into that Spirit Well, which is good. Gasado should probably fall back a little bit there, because I don't know that he can stand up to a Volek 1-to-1, which I believe Volek is currently
1-0.
Yeah, he's 1-0, and he's level 10, just like Gasado. Although Gasado is a very talented ADC player, so you never know. And hey, I was just standing there doing nothing.
So people are asking, do Spirit Wells capture faster with more people on them? The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
So power and numbers, brethren, for that.
Yep.
Asking about pings as well. Is there only one kind of ping? We actually have 2 kinds of pings at the moment. We have kind of an attack and a retreat ping. One is a yellow exclamation, and one is kind of a red death cursor.
Yes.
Signifying that you can place on objectives and stuff cool. So if you as well. So if you want to go to Parasite, you can ping Parasite, let your teammates know, as well as enemy shapers.
Alrighty. So I did go ahead and just wipe out their worker line there. The reason being is I want to make sure that they're getting as little bonus Vim from generation from that as possible. And I am going to continue farming in jungle because I am a little bit under level compared to my counterpart Volek there. However, these guys are all missing. Looks like they are, for the most part, bot lane. In fact, I do see Volek down there right now, which basically means I think we can push up into this. So I did just hit level 10. There they are.
So you're getting a second spell now.
I do get a second spell, and my ward is off of cooldown at the moment too. So because I like to dive with this guy, I'm going to go ahead and take stasis just because.
And then we're going to dive.
And then we're going to dive.
I like this. I like this.
There we go.
Tank that turret.
Tanking the turret for my team. That's a double kill. That's how you do it.
So we need 6 more either kills or assists, and
for a 200 use key.
We'll reach our goal for a 200 use beta key.
That's right.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
All right, level 11. I'm going to go ahead and take another point into my ult, which is that Titanic Charge ability you just saw me use on to very good effect on that Amaranth.
Someone's asking, what is Parasite? Is it a dragon equivalent or a Baron?
Both, actually. It's an evolving creature. It evolves throughout the game. It's a very good question, and hopefully my team, we don't have a numerical advantage right now. And you can see right now I'm actually counter-jungling at the moment. The reason being is I want to deny my opponent of as much farm as possible. Making use of that, judicious use of that Q.
Which is super important, actually, this whole counter-jungling thing against an enemy Volek Hunter, because he farms and jungles so quickly. If he doesn't have anything to farm, then he kind of falls behind. So you're doing quite effective in that respect.
Yes, and even more importantly, I'm trying to make sure that I'm taking his buffs frequently. I'm gonna go and poke up here because my gut. Nope, he's down here still, and this buff right here should still be open, if I remember. Nope, he went and got it. All right.
The interesting thing also, we were kind of talking about economy harass and harassing Spirit Well workers. Whenever the enemy has your Spirit Well on your side of the map, it is the easiest, of course, to harass. So the fact that they have, Andy's bottom left Spirit Well right now, it's unlocked, so he could potentially go cap it. But earlier,
no, we have it.
Well,
we have the top. They have the top left one, so I'm actually going to go right now.
The bottom left, I meant.
This one right here.
No. The leftmost one.
Oh,
the one you're walking to. Yeah,
the one I'm walking to right now?
There was a time when it was locked and you were doing economy harass, which was exactly what you should be doing, because there's almost no risk to it. Like, they have something behind enemy lines closest to your base that they can't respond to enemy to worker line harass.
That's correct.
So, like, when you're going through your jungle route, just kill them off. Like, there's no point not to.
I was going to go B and try and upgrade to rampancy, but it looks like my team's getting harassed pretty hard right here. So I'm actually going to go in, I'm going to ult, and I'm going to W. And I'll take out that, and I'm going to be able to take this guy out too. Yep.
Nice, great job.
And I might even be able to get Mega Beast here.
Ooh.
Triple kill.
Damn.
Nope, Illogic got that.
Damn.
That's okay. That's
that was
good.
Great.
Good for Illogic.
We're up to 7. We only need 3 more kills or assists.
Yep, that's right.
It's going to be great.
All right, so I am going to go ahead and go back now. I want to build into my rampancy. Actually, no. Let me do this. Let's do this. We should go to Parasite. So I'm going to go ahead and place my ward right there just to give us that extra visibility, and I'm going to tank it since that's my job.
Your Spirit Well is under attack.
Someone said no sheep were harmed in the making of this game.
No sheep were harmed. That is true. Remember, guys, #1 rule: stay out of the bad stuff. Everybody learns that in Rating 101, right? And there we go. Timed that Vanquish just right.
Good Vanquish.
I know, right?
It was uncontested, but I'll still give you a good Vanquish.
It was uncontested. Well, you know what? It's important, and I've learned this jungling in other games. It's actually very important to practice. You know, the practice things like getting that smite timing down just right. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Rampancy, which is one of my favorite items. It basically gives you bonus damage based on how much health you have. I also have enough to go into my Discipline, which is going to allow me to build into Subjugation next, which is a really nice team item. Basically debuffs the enemy team, the damage the enemy team deals.
When you deal damage to them.
When you deal damage to them, that is correct. So if you look over here, you can see that these Spirit Wells have been recaptured by the enemy team. That means they are now generating bonus Vim and economy for the enemy team. I'm actually going to spend a little bit of time in jungle. Looks like Minx is taking that buff there. Go ahead, go ahead. You get that. I think she was trying to be nice to me. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go down here to Money Pigs. I'm going to get the Money Pigs because I need that extra Vim. Like you said earlier, a lot of the defensive items are some of the more expensive items in the game. The builds that I do tend to rely on pretty expensive items. The reason being is because it's a very tanky build generally. Alrighty. And the items are very effective. Looks like they're going down there to kind of poke and see if Parasite is still there. I'm afraid they're going to be very disappointed here in a moment.
Super disappointed.
Super disappointed. That's okay, though.
So you did the Money Pigs. We call it that because it is literally pigs that give large amounts of money.
Very large amounts of money.
How often do they spawn exactly?
I believe they're on a 5-minute cooldown.
Okay. And they are super effective at generating Vim.
They are super effective, like a Pokemon. He kills Money Pigs. That's super effective. Sorry. Anyways.
That's okay.
Servers are not on right now. That is correct. So I think that at this point in time, we should be able to go in and take this binding down right now, which is going to make these big guys... They're somewhere. Going to make our big guys even more powerful. Looks like we have enough. Now, this is not like a guaranteed win, though. I'm tanking the tower. Because if we do not capitalize on this and stay together, then we actually... These bindings will actually respawn.
Someone's asking, will Dawngate be able to stream through Origin like with SimCity?
At this point in time, I don't know the answer to that. Like, you can't actually launch the game through Origin.
Yeah.
But you're more than welcome to stream the game through normal means, like using like OBS or XSplit like we use.
Yep.
Alrighty.
It's pretty much just because, you know, since we don't use the Origin client itself, I don't think we can, you know, take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Of that program.
You know, who knows? Down the road, we may decide to do something like that. But you know, the main thing is we want to make sure that it's a value add for our players. That's the most important thing. So it looks like these guys are getting a little froggy right there. I'm going to go ahead and ward here just in case, but I'm going to strategically fall back. And I can see that this top right Spirit Well is going to be coming open soon again. So I'm going to go up there. Let me just face check this bush because that's the best way to do it. In case you haven't learned, face checking in Dawngate can be very dangerous.
As in most games.
As in most games. It can be especially dangerous in our game, though. We do have a, I would say, you know, by ratio, per ratio, we have a little bit more jungle than most other games do have.
True.
So.
There's some professional face checkers out there, a la like Double Lift.
Yes, there are.
He enjoys face checking brushes very much. He's very adept at it.
It's the only way to go. It looks like I'm going to lock this sucker down right here, and that means I am going to actually. Yeah, my team's doing okay right now. I'm going to go back and get my subjugation, which is going to make their lives a little bit miserable. And then I'm going to go ahead and start building into a will, because the next thing I'm going to build towards is probably going to be oppression or valor, but I think it's going to be oppression, just because I want to stay tanky as all get out. So, let's see what my team's doing over here.
Someone is asking, you can only surrender if the game has a huge difference of economy between the teams?
That's not the only. We have a couple of different criteria that you would have to meet. One being an economy difference. Excuse me, guys. One being an economy difference. The other one, another one being a difference in kills.
10 kills, I believe.
That's right. If it's no, it's 20 kills.
Is it 20 kills?
It's 20
that
kills.
large? Okay.
Yeah, it's 20 kills. So it's a 20 kill difference. And then the last one. Whoop! Hello, Big Friday. How you doing there? A little sneaky there. A little stealthy desecrator. All right, let's just do this. Doop, doop. Yeah, no.
There's one.
There's one.
Do I hear two?
I don't think that Kreif realized what he was getting himself into there. All right, he used his blink to get away.
You need one more killer assist to give away
I do. I need one more. What does the audience think? Should I go ham?
Of course they're going to say go ham.
What do you guys think? Go ham?
Your team's a little far behind. Actually, that McKella is danger zone.
Oh, there she goes.
Got it.
Got it. All right.
200 use beta key.
Double kill. Nope, no double kill. Alrighty.
That'll be a 200 use beta key after the game ends.
After the game ends, yes, guys.
We will put it on stream, and you guys can type it in. Ham. Everyone's saying ham now.
Do it, Porky. There we go. Full mutton. This is true. it is Kel, so it would have to be full mutton. That is true. I'm gonna go help Minx cap this spear well really quickly, and then I think we can probably push in the top lane and call it a day after that, right? Alrighty.
The cool thing as well about capping is you can start backing while the well is capping.
That's right.
And if you know kind of the timing of it, how many people are there and stuff, you can make it so that as soon as the well is fully capped, you can be back at your base.
Yep. So I'm still trying to build that oppression. It looks like I need another 1,000 Vim right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up that wisdom right there, which gives me additional power and magic resist all in once. And I'll pick up a couple of potions while I'm back as well. Let's see here. These are both open. I don't think that there's any risk of these guys going for it right now. They can't really afford to extend out with this binding and this binding down. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to try and help defend our top lane. You can tell I'm getting a little bit beefy with how many lines I got there. Are you able to buy wards? You actually don't buy wards in Dawngate.
It's not necessary.
It is not necessary. The reason being is that everybody, you can see that there,
has a ward.
Everybody has a ward, which I just used. All right, fine. Here we go. I'm picking a little bit on Big Friday.
Nice.
Sorry.
Great job negating his tailwind with your ultimate.
Yes, I did. I saw him tailwind away. He was just trying to get away. He just wanted to live. In the case of Kel, it's really not like a waste if you use his ult on a like in a situation like that, because he actually, it's a single target ult, so it's like, that's kind of what it's built for.
It's only on like a 70-second cooldown.
And it's a very short cooldown as well, yeah. So since I've already got the goal, I've already got that, I'm going to go ahead and push this lane in while I'm going to split push here while my teammates are over there. Or I was going to split push, but these guys decided they were going to be there. So I'm just going to...
and that sweet yellow animation over in the binding is telling him that it's going to respawn very soon.
It is actually.
In fact, right?
It's in the process of respawning. You can see that line right there. When that line, that little dot, that little sparkly thing, that spark gets all the way around, that means it's going to be fully respawned. That's okay. We're actually going to be here ready to take it out. I'm actually going to be tanking it. Okay, I can tank it right now. I've got potions, and I've got my team with me, so we should be fine. Alright, so I'm not sure why Desecrator did that, but I do have my ult up. So if we want to go tower diving, I could go tower diving. With 3 of them there, I don't feel like that's a very wise move. However... Whoa! Boom! Not really a lot accomplished there.
Oh, you got a kill.
Did I?
You got an assist.
I got an assist, yes. And I did manage to push him off of the binding, which is kind of the point of that. I didn't want them hanging around the binding. So, alrighty, Mega Beast.
Looks like your team isn't quite following up.
Yeah, they're not. That's okay, though.
Awkward.
I didn't necessarily need them to. I really just wanted them to do that. Alright, so, right now... Let's see, we got Desecrator down for another 18 seconds. It is 5v4 at the moment, so I think that we have... And it's actually, never mind, more than 5v4. 5v3 at the moment. I'm going to W...
Volok ulti, that's not
the Volok
good to stand in, per se. But
no, you want to get out of that.
You're also taking Guardian.
I am. I'm taking Guardian hits and...
30 health.
30 health, yes.
Oh, damn.
That is I just got out by the skin of my teeth right there.
Sweet baby Jesus.
So they cannot follow me this far. If they follow me this far, then there's something wrong there. I'm going to go ahead and go B really quickly. My team looks like they got things pretty well in hand, but I'm going to go ahead and go B. Nice stasis by Gisado there. Gisado. And I'm going to pick up my oppression right now. And since I'm here, I'm going to pick up a life and then a couple of potions. Alright, so honestly, I think that's probably going to be... Oh, you know what I should have done? Oh well, too late for that. Yeah, I could respect the spell.
There comes a point in time when Vanquish may not be your best option when you're knocking at the Guardian. Like, you don't need it to really Vanquish steal anything or you know, secure Parasite, because they're pretty much relegated to their base. Someone did ask if there is backdooring in Dawngate. Theoretically, yes, there is. Except that the Guardian fights back.
The Guardian
is very strong.
Yeah, the Guardian does fight back. So I mean, could somebody solo the Guardian? Yes, they could solo the Guardian. Maybe.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean,
it depends if there was like...
Hold on, Art.
Yeah, not from 100 to 0.
Not from 100 to 0. Yeah, that would be very difficult to do.
He would have to have like 3 hits left, because he hits hard, and he has all of his abilities that he has.
Does, yeah.
You're going to have a bad time.
You could maybe duo it, or if you have a creep wave. I mean, creep wave helps a lot. So it looks like they're split right now between top and bottom. You can see I got my auras going on here between my pride, my subjugation, and my oppression. I'm basically a big aura machine right now.
You're just a walking aura.
I am a walking aura. I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to give myself Bastion, which is just an additional little bit of defense.
The key will be after the game.
Yes, the key
it'll be displayed on stream after the game. So,
on the screen, yes.
So you can't like copy and paste it. You're gonna have to just be ready to enter it.
Yes.
And
manually.
Manually with your fingers.
Yes. Looks like my team just took down Parasite. Illogic is pretty low on health, which isn't necessarily a bad thing for a Fenmore. You kind of want Fenmore to be low on health for extra damage.
His passive.
All right, so here we go. We got our whole team here. Basically, it's time to finish this.
It's time to go in.
All right, here we go.
It's time to go ham. Maybe a little far ahead.
I'm a little far ahead of my team. That's why I'm backing off a bit.
Oh, that Nissa.
That Nissa. And ult. W-E. Melt. There we go.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead. We should have a creep wave coming in here in a second. They're not in yet. I'm going to help my creep wave get in. All right, here comes the creep wave. We should be able to finish this off now. Oh, Gisado. Gisado just got melted by Amaranth, though. It's going to be a little bit... I want to get away from Sparkly Starburst. Alright, so we're going to take down 1 health bar, at least.
Do you need to put in the dashes when you enter the beta key? I don't believe.
No, I don't think you need to put a dashes in.
No hyphens.
Alright. Looks like that binding has respawned. Alright, we've managed to take down another health bar. I still have my stasis, and I have a Bastion. Let's go ahead and we'll take this guy out. Alright, there we go.
Nice.
I'm just gonna stasis to get rid of that. Let's Bastion. I'm gonna have my ult in just a second, which means I'm gonna be able to take on somebody, but the rest of my team is not there. So that's okay. We got that thing mostly down. I think that now is as good a time as any to go B, just for 1 second, and we can do one last push to get that. If the minions don't win it for us, actually. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and build into growth, and then... Oh, I have enough for my rebirth. Doing pretty well this game, I think.
Would the fountain attack you if you got too close? Yes.
Yes, absolutely he does.
The fountain does fight back. And the fountain is called the Locust, by the way, within our lore.
The Locust. Well, the Locust is this area right back here, where you spawn at. And the fountain, that's the Guardian, basically. So you do notice...
asking about lasers.
Oh, lasers?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The Locust fights back.
There is a death laser in there, absolutely. The Guardian, you notice that this bar right here above his head is actually getting bigger. It's filling back up. So if you don't fully deplete a bar from the Guardian, it actually will regen over time. Once you fully regenerate a bar, it's gone for good, though. Probably not the wisest move for these guys to be venturing out into the jungle like that. This, yeah. Minx, Sparkly Starburst.
Has been slain.
It's like Origasato is there. You know, I think it's time to go in on these guys.
Just sitting around.
Yep.
So tanky.
I am. I'm very tanky. I'm going to keep tanking that tower until my team takes it out. Alrighty. And I do believe it is time to end this now.
Most definitely.
Looks like I'm taking some hits from Guardian. That's alright, though. And, of course, we'll top a GG. Not just a GG, a GGG.
A great game. Great
good game. Alrighty, guys. So, good game, guys. Good game. We did take out the Guardian there. I think a good amount of time. It's about a 31, 32-minute game.
Mm-hmm.
Not too bad.
32-56.
32-56. There we go. Right on. 7-2-11. That's
Not
good.
Bad.
That's good. Not bad.
It's pretty good for you.
It's pretty good for me. Thanks. You know, my farm was decent. I would say I had 116. You know, for that short of a game.
Mm-hmm.
Doing a lot of ganking. Gasato carried pretty hard. 17, 2, and 12. But yeah, I mean, we were managing to basically kind of melt their carries down pretty quickly. Effectively shut down armies of Zenite. Sorry, Ryan. As well as let's see here, who else? Well, they actually had a 3 tactician team, so Mega Beast was effectively shut down as well. So, yeah, we dominated. I would say we dominated the economy that entire game. Pretty well.
You did.
Alrighty. So, anyways, if you're wondering what my ending build was there, it was Subjugation, Glory, Rampancy, Oppression, and Rebirth. If I had to do, I mean, any other item I could have done there, like a motion or something along those lines, I think, would have been good. Abolition even is a good choice because it debuffs their armor and things like that. But more than likely, like a motion, just to reduce the amount of time spent crowd controlled. So, alrighty. So let's go ahead and we'll flip over to this camera right here.
Give away a key.
And give away a beta key, I think. Huh? What do you guys say? What do the folks at home think?
I think they're excited for a 200-use beta key.
I think they're excited for a 200-use beta key as well. Let me see how many people we have watching. Just over 1,000 folks. So how many of you guys are not in the beta yet? Don't do it. Are the servers even on? Nope, they're not online right now. So this Friday, prospectively, we will have our servers online again. So generally speaking, that's when we run our tests. So
and it's important to get this key because it enters you into all the betas. So it's not like this is just like a one-time use. Oh, the servers aren't online. There's no point in putting in this key. There's absolutely a point in putting in this key because if you get it, you'll be in every beta event that we have for the next ever.
Thereafter.
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty. So let's see here. What is today's date? Today is the 25th. And we're just going to say live stream. Alrighty. Alright, guys. So here we go. And 200 use beta key. Put that there. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Is the stream ready?
I think the stream is ready.
Alright. So if you want to redeem the key, you go to this address. And let's give everybody a second to actually. If you haven't signed up, here. Question, am I Asian? Hapa. I'm half Asian. So there we go. What a charmer.
Oh, that guy is so nice.
Indeed. Alrighty, guys. Here we go. Ready? So it's a 200 use key. The first 200 people who get it, who use it, redeem it, get it. After that, it's gone. So here we go, guys. Go to that website. If you're not registered, hurry up and register. Hopefully you guys get it. And here we go. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. 1, 2, 3. Boop. Alright, there's the beta key. I'm going to move it around just because I like teasing people and making them.
There it is.
There it is, right there.
There it is. 200 uses!
Let me see if I can be like...
You're terrible at this.
I am. My hand-eye coordination.
It's not very good.
Not very
You'd
good.
think for a lifelong gamer it would be better.
You would think. I actually...
Oh, I'm sorry. It's because you're old.
It is because I'm old. That's true. That is true.
They deteriorate every age.
When I was your age, we used deagles and ops with no scope, and we liked it.
And it was actually impressive.
And all we ever played was Dust and Dust 2, and sometimes Aztec.
I enjoyed Office personally.
Office. I was never really a big fan of Office because I didn't like the closed spaces on that map. It was more of a like my favorite maps were.
You were like an AWPer.
Well, I was actually.
You were 420 YOLO no scope.
Yeah, no, yes, I was an Opteagle no scope. But then I would do like actually when they nerfed Op no scope, I actually switched to Scout.
Oh, you were a scouter. Okay.
Scout, yeah.
Okay. I remember. Did you? I'm sure you played Scouts and Knives.
Yeah, I played Scouts and Knives all the time. That was
fun mode.
That was a fun map. Yeah. But or One Room. I always liked One Room. That was always fun too.
Yes, everyone, welcome to the beta.
Welcome to beta. If you managed to redeem
Welcome
that key.
to beta.
Yay! It made me sign in again after I typed the code. Oh no!
Just missed it.
How many jungle buffs can you have at 3 times? Well, at one time I should say. You can have 3 jungle. Well, 4 technically. You could have all 3 and Parasite. So yeah.
But like if you have a green and you take the enemy's green, you still just have 1 green. Like
Yes.
you don't get like a super green.
You don't get a super green. That is true. I made a Sailor's Day. Thanks. Hey, you're welcome.
You're welcome, Seaman. What?
How do you know he's a seaman? I mean, he could be a chief petty officer. You never know.
That's true.
What if he's an officer? Maybe he's an ensign or a lieutenant Lieutenant JG.
Man, you know a lot about seamen.
I was in naval ROTC in college and and NJROTC in high school. So yes, excellent. Yes, said my email was already in use. I'm waiting for the people to say I didn't get it. Ad played. I'm so
Thanks,
happy.
Obama.
Dang it! All right, so I'm guessing that by now it's gone probably. So anyways, okay. Please redo key. Well, no, the key's there. That is the only key. So I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, it looks like it's gone. Already gone.
That's
all
so
gone.
fun.
Alrighty. So 200 use key, all gone. I'm going to take it down then.
Just swipe it.
Just swipe it off. There we go.
Swiper, no swiping.
Swiper, no swiping.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
man. Hey, I have kids.
I know.
What's
I
your
don't.
excuse?
I was really bored at Latin convention once.
Okay, that'll work. Latin convention?
Mhm.
They have a convention for Latin?
Yeah, and it was awesome.
What? KCL? JCL.
JCL, Junior Classical League. That's what it was. I was in that. I was a Junior Classical League.
I've never heard of this before.
You basically, I basically only went because it got you like 2 days off of school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you went like on a Thursday, stayed in a hotel, and were there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Protato, yeah. Creation, Valor, both great items for Kel. And I have tried them before. I personally just the build I went with isn't what I usually like, just because I like to debuff the enemy team since I'm going to be kind of in the mix of things anyways. I like to. My usual style is actually to set my carries up for kills more than anything. That's how I like to jungle.
And it's easy to get in with Kel too, because your sheep toss plus your R is like a huge gap closer.
I mean,
you can get to someone from like a screen away.
If there's a like a carry, you know, just kind of chilling in the back there. If you're Kel and you have your ult up, like that is,
you can get to them.
It's a one-way ticket right to that shaper, that enemy shaper. Yes, the code has already been used. Let's see here. How much time do we have? We got about 8 minutes. We can do a couple of questions.
Do gingers have souls? No.
No, we know that one. The code has already been used. There's only 200 uses on it, guys, and we had over 1,100 people watching the stream at the time.
Does the ganker role get more gold for assists, or does he need to get the kills?
Both.
I believe, yeah, you're probably referring to the Predator role.
Predator gets bonus Vim for
bonus Vim and experience.
And experience. It's
Which is
actually
awesome.
the only role in the game that provides that affects experience gain.
So it's okay if you get KS'd if someone steals a kill from you.
Yeah,
'cause
absolutely.
You get the exact same amount from a kill or an assist.
Yep. Sulipan, good to see you. I found a job.
What?
Oh, you must be somebody from Sulipan. I'm guessing you're from City of Heroes. I'm guessing. I've actually been here kind of behind the scenes up until about a month and a half ago for almost, I'm going to say the better part of 9 months now.
Do you have a watch on?
I don't know.
So you just did this for,
I just did this,
for
yeah.
dramatic effect.
For dramatic
it's a
effect.
hair past a freckle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hair past a freckle. Is there a new shaper gonna be shown on Thursday's stream? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see, guys. Are we working on skins? So, you know, we know that aesthetics like customization and stuff like that is going to be something that people are going to want. We're not really talking about business model just yet because our main focus at the moment is to create a good game. So more as that comes along. Let me see here. Could I put up a second code? Sorry, guys. Got to keep watching the stream. We'll have more opportunities. Tomorrow during the stream, we don't normally do a big massive code giveaway during the Wednesday stream. What we'll be doing is quietly, kind of behind the scenes, actually giving keys away. So we'll send those to people in PMs, and we'd usually do that once every 5 minutes or something like that. But Thursday, hey, who knows? We'll see. We'll see what we got. When is the next play test for players already in the beta? So prospectively this Friday. However, never bank on that until we put up an official announcement. But right now, I think we can say the last 5 Fridays in a row we've done a beta test.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fairly safe it's a safe assumption, I would say, at this point.
But you know what happens when you assume?
Yeah, makes an ass out of you and you.
Or you just look stupid.
That's true.
Either one.
Alrighty. How do I feel about our game? Do we feel like we've made a good game? I enjoy playing Dawngate personally.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's we're in beta. We enjoy the game. We enjoy playing it with the players. Actually, that's really rewarding to see the players playing the game and doing things that we hadn't thought of, and basically kind of taking the game to a different place. We fully anticipate that there's going to be new things that we never anticipated before that's going to pop up from the players. That's just kind of the nature of a game as a live game.
Is it the ginger that quit Team Curse? I used to work for Curse. Yes, that's me. I'm the same person.
Are we streaming from the office? What do the green, red, and blue lights on the roof mean? So the blue light means that we're on the air. The red light means that shit gonna die.
Which has only happened twice.
It's only happened twice, exactly. And the green light means everything's good. Although strangely enough,
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
The irony. Oh God, the irony.
The irony. I know the situation about European servers, but are there plans to support EU players soon? Akara, dude. So when we are ready to get there, there's a couple of things that would have to happen, and we're not pushing right now for that, and that's high enough concurrency of players, total players. We have to be able to region lock, so we have to be able to identify, oh, this person's from Europe, this person's not. And honestly, if you're talking full support, we're talking localization and all that stuff, and we're nowhere near any of that. So eventually, guys, for right now, things are running the way they are with our servers in Chicago. Although that being said, generally speaking, we hear reports of 100 to 150 ping for players in the EU.
From the European side.
From Aussies, it's 200, 202 something. So not the best experience for Aussies.
It's very important for us to not bite off more than you can chew, as far as MLG and esports is concerned. You gotta let it happen organically.
Yeah. When do shit go bad?
We had a patch problem a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we had a problem with people actually being able to get the patch a couple of weeks ago. And that's, we've had a couple of kind of what we like to call fire drills for our live service. But that's been about it so far.
It's when the red light is on over here, and this guy right here that I'm pointing at, Trevor, when he's on the phone, you know shit's going bad.
Yeah.
Because
he's on the phone.
He's our server guy.
Well, generally speaking, when he's on the phone or when there's a crowd of people standing around his desk looking at his monitor with him. Are there any plans to support the game in the competitive scene? So here's the deal. Like we say over and over again, we are very aware of esports, and every design decision we are making right now is made with esports in mind. That being said, we're not focusing on esports right now. We are focusing on making the game fun. If the game's not fun, nobody's going to watch it or play it. So that's our primary focus. If the players want esports down the road, if that's something that, and we've seen this with other MOBAs, it will naturally happen, right? Players will naturally organize tournaments. They'll naturally pick all that stuff up. And we will, if we see that, we will do what we need to do to support that, whether it be the tools that we need to do or, hosting tournaments or stuff like that. But again, guys, that stuff is way, 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 way out there.
Well, not as far out there as you would think, because the past few beta events, there have been some community-run tournaments out there, which if you pay attention to our subreddit, from us,
yes, it's way out there.
But if you pay attention to the subreddit, the /r/Dawngate, there's a community-run tournament just about every beta event. That is true. Awesome. It's a lot of fun. They get a few teams signed up for it. You play. You get to experience the game in a little bit more of a competitive kind of vacuum sense than you do than just joining a random pub novice game or something.
And I think that's I want to say it's what's the name of the group that's right here? I can just do this.
Probably pull it up.
I can pull it up. Let me make sure I say close that and save that really quickly. But Dawngate Reddit. There we go. Denial Esports. No, that's not it. I gotta find the thread here. Hold on. A big thank you to the Reddit tournament people. I can't remember who it is who
actually puts it on.
Yeah, I can't remember who it is who puts it on here. Now, let me see if I can find the post from last week's tournament, unless they took it down. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out the Dawngate Reddit subreddit, you really should. It is a super active subreddit. I'm waiting. I'm looking down here. There's something here somewhere.
There's so many threads.
There are so many threads. I'm like, where is the tournament thing?
I'll get beta tournament sign up.
There we go.
Binary Beast.
Binary Beast partnered with MOBA Champion. So this one's Binary Beast. I want to say that a lot of these guys are like, I think Scottish Ginger was helping to organize some and stuff like that. But a lot of these guys are people who've been in beta for since the first week.
I'm very glad the winner of this last week's tournament was Money into Bank. Pimpin' Ain't Easy.
Pimpin'
team name.
Yeah,
I think that's esports viable.
That is very esports viable. I'm waiting. I think that they're probably going to, and they're Brazilian. I'm betting that they are just waiting right now for their sponsorship money to come flooding
Come rolling in. Yeah.
Come rolling
I think
in.
Razer is chomping at the bit.
They are probably. Call me, guys. I know some folks at Astro. They can hook you up, I'm sure. Astro. Look at that. It's fancy. With
These
the
A40s. Oh God, it's like my head is being caressed by a small baby.
With a small baby? Yeah. Have you ever had a small baby like doing this?
I'd imagine it's like this.
It is.
It's like a tiny baby with 7.1 surround sound optical audio.
Oh God.
Beautiful.
Wow. Somebody. I think RL James just like CSL James just had an omgasm there from all the gift material you just gave him. So A40 low tier. I'm A50 master race. A50s are nice, but they don't have speaker tags. Let's see here.
Donkey.
Can I pinch your cheeks? I need this question to be answered. It's a life or death situation.
Whose cheeks?
Whose cheeks? It depends on who you're talking about.
Those cheeks are very pinchable.
Huh?
What?
Mine are very pinchable. What are you talking about? I almost have jowls. I'm that old.
I don't like that word.
Jowl.
Jowls.
It's a great word.
Sounds like something I refuse at a Mexican restaurant. I'll have your finest jowls.
Yes. Actually.
No, thank you.
Well, hog jowls are something to eat. You're from the South. You should know this.
I've never heard of
hog jowls. You never had hog jowls before?
I've had alligator and boudin and
boudin.
all that stuff. You know what's actually an interesting food that my dad loved? Pickled quail eggs.
Have you ever had Nutria?
I think so. I want to say I have.
It's a Louisiana thing, so.
Oh, I definitely know what Nutria are. They're destroying our environment.
Yes, they are.
But I don't know if I've ever eaten one.
I've heard they're tasty. I haven't actually tasted one before. I mean, I don't generally eat rodent, so.
Tastes like chicken.
I imagine, like gamey chicken. Anyways, alrighty, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and call it a stream for today. So, congratulations to the 200 folks who got the beta key. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. We're going to be giving away more keys, and we're going to be covering some hopefully very special stuff and showing you guys some cool things. And
did you just wink at the camera?
I did just wink at the camera. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyways, I'm just kidding. And then make sure that you check us out on Thursday for more special fun stuff. And, of course, prospectively, this Friday, we will have our beta test. And if we do, then I'm pretty sure that we're probably going to go live the entire time, since we didn't get the data point last time because Twitch had some technical difficulties.
And we also had some technical difficulties.
We did.
The internet went down for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, the studio internet went down.
It was like... Think about, when the internet goes down at your house, like you have no idea what to do. Think about when it goes down at a game developer. Like we're like, God, what do we do?
We're like, we
broke out the Nerf guns immediately.
We did break out the Nerf guns pretty quickly. Yeah. In fact, you can check out the stream recording from last week. Things may have degraded pretty quickly. So anyways, thank you guys. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Bye.
Bye.